Happiness and hello. Welcome again to the Carpenter's Office for Moc Toe Mania number 4. This is all the Moc Toes. I think you've seen everything here in California. I may have 5 and or maybe 6 episodes of this, but I'll have to wait till, I don't know, I travel back to my collection, part of my collection in Guadalajara, Mexico. But for now, these are the best or my favorites of the Moc Toes that you see here. I'm getting short on material. I got a couple more videos and then I'm just waiting on some boots to come in. The Gold Rush boot, which is available in Veg Tan and Natural CXL, is getting shipped from Indonesia, I think, as we speak, so it may take a week or two for those to come. As soon as I get those, you'll have a video. I'll wear them a little bit and then you have a video on, I'll have both boots in my hand so that you can see them a little bit better than just the pictures I've been posting on Instagram and on the Facebook groups. As always, if you'd like to join Red Wing and Other Boots for Work and Fashion, that's my Facebook group. Happiness Carpenter is on Instagram. You can see all my boots there, or you can look at these videos. I don't know, I think there's 20 or around 20 or something of them. So today we're going to dive right in with the 8857. These are the 8857 in Loudon, Abilene. If you know me, and I think you probably do if you've been watching these videos, I love green. I really love green. It was my father's favorite color. It's my favorite color. None of these boots I'm going to show you, just like I think episode number 3, none of these are available on the Red Wing website. These are from 2018. I have worn all these boots here. And I don't think they were special edition. I just think that they were selling them. And it is a rough out leather. Loudon means dark green, I think. I don't think they're that dark, but it's a color of a cloth that used to be made for a heavy cloth for capes and stuff like that. And that was the Loudon cloth. But that is the Loudon Abilene 8857. I'm liking that. If you want any of these boots, I think you gotta probably keep searching online on eBay. They may have them at some of the Red Wing stores again in Amsterdam or Germany. If you want to look them up there. But if you can find these, all 4 of these boots we're going to do today are kind of the boots. If you can find them in your size, you got to snatch them up, because if they don't come out with them again, pretty soon you won't be able to get them at any price. And so I think 3 out of the 4 here are green. But this is my favorites and the best. I always save the best for last. The next one we're going to do is the 8180. This is the Kangatan. It is not kangaroo leather. Okay, kangaroo leather is supposed to be stronger and thinner than other leathers. This is, the reason they're calling it Kangatan is because they were making boots I think in the late 60s all the way through maybe to the early 80s. I know in the 70s for sure. I have a couple pairs of the Red Wing Irish Setter Sport boot. Forget the number of that right now, but you've seen those already. I got big heels on one, and another pair I have like a turquoise and yellow camo, vibrant camo. Same sole like this, but I had a camo sole put on them. They made them for Sears, so the Sears Ted Williams boots. Now I have a pair of the Sears Ted Williams for sale in a 10.5. They are not kangaroo leather. They are green, but some of those Sears Ted Williams boots from the 60s and early 70s are kangaroo leather. I'm thinking that there is another, I forget what they are, one of the Browning. Okay, Browning, I think, has some boots that look like, I think they're still making some hunting boots, but I think Red Wing made some of them, because if you look at some of those old Sears Ted Williams boots, or the old Irish Setter, Red Wing Irish Setter Sport boots, or some of those old Brownie boots, man, they all look similar. The problem with a lot of those is they have like a cup sole, you know, it's like a glued-on sole, and, you know, without a welt. And so if you get them resold, you may have to, it may cost a little bit more money to have a welt put on. The ones that I have, I think from 1970, I think I have a pair from 1970, 1972. I had them resold without replacing the welt, and it just looks a little bit messy. So I was If you watch Wyatt and Dad here on YouTube, they have a wonderful YouTube channel. Tony Wyatt and his master young cobbler Tobias are doing a lot of really cool stuff. And I was watching a video the other day, and Tony was explaining how when they're stitching through, the boot's upside down, and they can't always hit those holes, right on, the holes that are in the welt going through to the sole. And so that's why sometimes it's best to change the welt if it already looks a little aged or messy. But these were made, the Kangatan leather is to commemorate those old kangaroo leather boots that Red Wing was making for themselves and for maybe a couple other of these companies, Sears, I know. So I really like them. They're a dark green. That is the 8180. It is from 2015. Okay. Next we have the 8884. It's a collaboration with Mossy Oak, which I think is a honey brand, camouflage stuff. I don't know in particular. Some of you guys probably know in particular what camo that is. But some of the guys don't like them. Think they're looking kind of plasticky or whatever. Obviously, this pattern is applied on top of the leather. They are real leather, But this 8884 from 2016 Mossy Oak collaboration is a really cool looking boot. I just sold a pair of these in a size 10. I really like them. They're cool. They're greenish. They're special. They're different. I like different stuff. Talking about different stuff. I always say this, I kind of get criticized sometimes in some of these Facebook groups. That's why I'm not in all of them anymore. A lot of the Facebook groups are unmonitored, and a lot of the guys can get a little vulgar or critical. I'm into happiness, man. I know that if you got something to say, you need to say it. And it may not seem positive to another person. You need to say it and get it off your heart a lot of the times. But if you're just scrolling through and you just want to cap on someone with negativity, why don't you just keep scrolling, man? The differences between us, as Michael Jackson would say, that's the jelly of life. That's the sweet stuff. What makes us all different. So this next pair of boots, which is the 4315, guys don't like it. A lot of guys don't like it. It's different. I love it. I've posted pictures. They say, oh, those are nurse shoes. Those are so uncool. They are a collaboration with a company called, a store called Concepts. I think it's in New York and Boston, East Coast. It's a streetwear store. Look, they got like little tennis shoe laces in them. They also came with the Taslin brown and yellow laces like all the Red Wings have, like these. I have worn them. I dig them. The leather's stamped, really only the bull hide or the bison have that real texture in it. Can you see that? I don't know if you can, but this one is not bison leather. It is when you see a boot that has a little bit of texture on it or a shoe, usually it's manufactured that way. It's kind of stamped into the leather. These 4315s are also from 2016. They are limited to 150 pairs made worldwide. So if you can get your hands on these, they may cost you anywhere from $500 to $700. But if you like white, I like everything that's different. I really, really like these. They are really cool boots. The Red Wing X were collaborated with Concepts. I only got 4 pairs today. And I wanted to talk to you about, other than boots, about hope. In this world, there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of bad people. There's a lot of things happening maybe in your own life that isn't good. And most of our problems stem from our choices in regards to other people or other people that are, in our lives. Sometimes we can't control that. Obviously, we can't control, who our parents are. Sometimes we can't even control where we live because we don't have the economics to move out of a bad area. But there is hope. The Carpenter's going to tell you today, there is hope. To me, love is the most powerful force in the universe. All we need is love. That's what the Beatles said. But the second most powerful force in the universe to me is hope. Hope is something that you can have. Hope is something that's free. Hope is something that comes from within, like happiness. And I'll tell you, people that don't need anything, that are like rich, that can go and do and buy and anything they want, live on an island, buy their own island. They don't have hope like you. That's one thing they can't have. They don't hope for anything. They got everything already. And they're, in spite of all the negativity, I'm asking you to have hope in the midst of negativity. There are many, 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 many more good people in this world than bad. If there weren't, we would be descended into chaos, and there would be no wonderful life on this planet. So the good people are out there, and you need to connect yourself with them and continue to have hope, and you need to seek out those good people. Maybe you thought these people were goofy. You ever have a friend or someone you work with always talking about their plans and their dreams and what they're going to do, and maybe 9 times out of 10 they don't even achieve those things or achieve those dreams. But they keep hoping towards stuff. They're hoping towards something better. They're hoping they can get this pair of boots maybe. That's good. It's good. There's people around you that are constantly talking about plans and dreams and achieving and moving up and moving on. Surround yourself with those people, because they are having hope. They may not achieve all that, but they are having hope, and hope is a positive thing. It is a positive force, and it keeps us going. Once you have nothing left to hope for, you got nothing left to live for. So if you have a person, maybe a sick person in your life, maybe an older person in your life, where maybe their spouse or their loved one has died, hey, why don't you go and try and give them something to hope for? Give them something to talk about, something that's going to happen in the future, something they can think about, something they can dream about, something that they can do that gives them hope. Looking at my notes, I love you. And I tell you that all the time. You may think that's weird. I don't like everybody, but I love everybody. And I don't wish evil or bad on anybody. There's people that have hurt me really bad and are still mean and evil people in my life. But I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't wish death on anybody. I don't wish illness on anybody. So if I don't like somebody, I think I've told you this before, I'm not around that person. But I love everybody. And I hope that you love me. And that hope that you love and accept me, you know what it does to me? It drives me to become the better version of me every day, so that I am someone that you can love. I hope that I get better, and I hope that you're able to love me in spite of my difficulties. And today, that's what the carpenter has for you. He's got cool boots, and he's got love, and he's got hope. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you visit my channel again. I hope that it makes you feel happy. I hope that it entertains you to watch these videos. And so, if you got nothing left, try out hope.